The notes list for Hansel is leather, saffron, spices, oud, and ambergris. So there's basically only 5 things that really stand out. Now, don't get me wrong, spices could be a whole bunch of things. And don't worry, there's lots of spices in Hansel as well. But the main ones you're going to pick up on in the opening are cardamom, and a little bit of clove, a little bit of cinnamon. I don't think there's any nutmeg in there, but that's definitely in Gretel. So the spices definitely characterize the opening, and the cardamom gives it a freshness. There's also a little bit of a chemical called ethyl maltol, which smells like spun sugar, like fairy floss. In Hansel, I think I've used about 5 or 6 different types of leather aroma molecules, which is quite a lot. The main one being suede oral, which is a lovely, it's a really common leather note. It's soft. It's a little bit sweet for leather. It's not super like petrol. It's not tarry or anything. It's quite soft. And of course, that's supported by other things to give it some complexity and nuance, because leather can be very one-dimensional if you don't do it correctly. The base notes for Hansel, as I mentioned before, the structure is very simple. It's not a confusing fragrance for most people to understand what is going on. It's essentially just ambergris. So most people will never have the opportunity to smell it. It is a product that comes from Wales, and it's been extensively studied over the last couple of hundred years. Chemists have been working to isolate the aromatics from it and recreate them in labs, and they've done a spectacular job. I think ambergris is probably one of the best well-made synthetic reconstitutions of the real product that exists out there. Hansel is supported by that in the base. It could just be that, but it's not. It also has some super ambers in there. Super ambers smell like shimmering wood, and probably be the closest description that I could think of. It's like they smell woody and dry, but at the same time, they smell like they've got little veins of gold or something that just sort of shine through.